to win, you're going to have to go and steamroll over the top of people. What's up, guys? This is Mighty Q here with Mighty Q's Locker, and today I want to talk about how to stop being so soft. You hear it all the time, people talking about, oh, these generations are soft, oh, it doesn't take much, oh, what do you have to do? And it's pretty true, because based off the handful of people that send me messages and the questions that you guys ask, or the questions that I get asked, I should say, a lot of them pertain to the exact same thing. How do I have the right mindset? How do I keep doing what I'm doing? How do I get tougher mentally? How do I get and develop a winner's mentality? And it's very simple. You literally show up. That's it. You just show up. It doesn't take anything spectacular. Doesn't take anything over the top. Doesn't take anything crazy. Doesn't take anything that you can't achieve. You literally just have to show up. But what if I'm tired? You show up. But what if I don't feel like it? You show up. But what if my back is kind of tight? You show up. But what if I'm not motivated? Then you still show up. Motivation without discipline is garbage. That's the key to everything. Yes, you need motivation. Yes, you would like to have some positive feelings, whether it's excitement or you just have a lot of energy towards something in particular. It makes you happy. It's fun. Not every day is like that. There's days you wake up and you didn't sleep great. There's days you wake up and your back hurts. There's days you wake up and your head hurts. There's days you wake up, you're in a fog. There's days you wake up and you have no clue. You just have to keep going. That's all it is. Discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is like showering or eating. It doesn't last forever. You can eat a big meal, but how long is that meal going to last you? It might last you a day. Maybe because, a lot of you are wrestlers, maybe you can make it, 48 hours. But you're going to have to eat again. You showered. Depending on what you do, you might make it 12, maybe 24 hours until you shower again. I don't know. Maybe you shower every morning. Maybe you shower every night. Maybe you shower at morning and night. But can you shower once in your life? No. Can you eat once in your life? No. The same goes for motivation. You're not going to have it all the time. It's not going to be there all the time. It's not going to be there pushing you all the time. You have to develop the mechanisms and the discipline to do it on every single day, no matter the circumstance, no matter the feeling, no matter the outcome. And that's the big thing. Everyone wants to focus on feelings. Oh, you should feel this way. Oh, you should feel this way. Oh, you should feel like this. Fuck feelings. Are you happy? Get the work done. You sad? Get the work done. You angry? Get the work done. I can attest to this every single day of my life. Every single day. Doesn't matter what you pick. When it was wrestling, I showed up every day. I didn't care. There was days I didn't feel like going. Still went. You have to show up and keep going. So many people when they're cutting weight, how do I cut weight? How do I do it? It's really easy. You know what you have to do. You have to get the work done, but you're not motivated to lose the weight. That's why you wait till the last minute. You wait to the last minute, and then your body kicks in, and it's like, hey, you kind of have to get this done. And then you get it done, and you're exhausted, and you're tired, and you're so burnt out. You're like, oh, it's so dumb. Oh, this, whatever. Yeah. If you would have done what you knew you had to do from the beginning of the week, cutting weight is the easiest shit there can be. Literally is the easiest thing. There's this great thing called Google, and there's another great thing called YouTube. You can find scientists, nutritionists, and all of these other people that can lay out the perfect diet. You can tailor your own stuff directly to you. There's enough resources out there to get everything tailored directly to you and what is right for your body and what will function for you the best. But at the end of the day, what cutting weight is, and any diet is, you cut back on calories and you move more. Period. That's it. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Everyone complicates it. It's not that hard. If you have to lose 10 pounds, then guess what? You need to eat less and you need to move more. It's not that difficult. You know what you have to do. You know what you're not doing. You know the effort that you're not giving. I understand the pain of cutting 12, 15 pounds a week. I did it all of the time. Not only did I do it all the time, I lied to my mom about how much I was cutting because I didn't take the right steps in the beginning part of the week to lose the right amount of weight. And so I was always cutting easily 5 pounds more than what I told my mom. Because I didn't want her worrying and I didn't want her knowing what I was actually doing. When I told her I was 5 pounds over, normally I was 8 plus over. That's just how it went. Cutting weight is easy. I never busted weight once in my life. It's not hard. You control it. Out of anything in your life, you can't control most. You know what you can control? You can control your weight because you control what you eat. You control what you drink. You control how you move. You control how active you are. You control that. You can't control a lot of other shit in life. You can control your weight. Busting weight should never happen. Ever. The only reason you should ever bust weight is because you actually can't cut the weight and you're stupid for trying to cut the weight and trying to get down to a weight class you know your body won't allow you to. Now, I'm not saying, you're a guy that just cut 10 pounds and you missed because, you missed by 3 pounds. That's unacceptable. You shouldn't be cutting the weight. You should be wrestling a weight class up. If you miss weight by pounds, you don't need to be wrestling in that weight class. Realistically, if you ever miss weight, then you shouldn't be wrestling in that weight class. Because you don't have what it takes to cut the weight. You don't have the mental fortitude to get it done. Yeah, it's miserable. It is absolutely miserable. It is one of the worst things that you can go through. I can remember in 8th grade, I was coming back from, we had 8 periods in middle school. And I was going from 7th period, I had health with Coach Anthony. He was one of my football coaches. And then I had U.S. history with Coach Washington, 8th period. Another one of my football coaches. I remember walking, because I had to go upstairs from health to U.S. history. I remember I got halfway up the flight of stairs, and I was so dizzy and lightheaded that I genuinely was grabbing so hard onto the handrails so I didn't fall and pass out because I hadn't eaten in, I don't know, it was something like almost 24 hours to that point because I had weigh-ins that night. My mom literally picked me up from school. We went from school and we drove, I think it was like to Fort Worth or Dallas or something. I knew it was somewhere downtown because it was a national tournament. We had weigh-ins Friday night and we started wrestling, almost first thing in the morning Saturday. I didn't eat that day. I'd worked out that morning. I was exhausted. I didn't eat lunch. I sat there and watched my friends eat lunch. I virtually almost passed out walking up the stairs. I was miserable in class. I was miserable to be around. But I got it done. I didn't care what other people thought about me. I didn't care if people thought I had an attitude. No one knew what I was going through. Most people never experience what wrestlers go through. There are even a lot of wrestlers that don't experience what some wrestlers will put themselves through. And I'm not saying this as something you should do or try to do or might do or follow in my footsteps. You guys know my stance on it. I tell you guys not to cut weight because I did cut weight. And so now, as a 25-year-old who doesn't wrestle anymore and looks back at it and goes, yeah, that was pretty dumb. To be 12, 13, 14 years old, cutting 12, 15 pounds that I already didn't have. Like, there's a difference if, you don't wrestle when you're a kid and, I guess this is just kind of America now. People are fat, period. People are fat. There's no sugarcoating it. There are a lot of kids who are now fat and obese and will have terrible health problems for the rest of their life. I didn't have that. I started wrestling and gymnastics when I was 4 and 5. I've been fit and in shape since I was 4 and 5. As a gymnast, I had muscles when I was a 5 and 6-year-old because of both wrestling and gymnastics. I could do 50 to 75 push-ups, no problem. I could do 50 to 100 sit-ups, no problem. I had a mostly healthy diet. Yeah, every once in a while, I would eat unhealthy. But it's like 75, 80 to 85% of my diet, even to this day, I'd probably say I bumped it up to it's 80, 85% of my diet. I eat fairly healthy. Do I eat Doritos every once in a while? Sure. Not that often, but sometimes. I don't drink much alcohol and haven't for the last 2 to 3 years. But every once in a while, I will have a drink. That's just how it goes. I eat ice cream almost every night. Are there some nights I don't have it? Yeah. But I eat ice cream a lot. I eat dessert a lot. Because when you operate from a place of you eat healthy for the vast majority of your diet and you're active, it doesn't matter if you have a bowl of ice cream every night. It doesn't matter if you have a can of pop. It doesn't matter if you have a drink at the end of the night. What you do, what you accomplish, what you go through is directly correlated to how mentally tough you are. How much pain are you willing to endure to get the things that you want? Everyone has pain. Everyone goes through pain. How much are you willing to put up with? Guys, if you enjoyed that episode, then the only thing I ask from you is to share the show with a friend. All right, guys, I'm going to talk to you on the next one.